Hey everybody, it's Heather and Perla. She cracks me up when she looks at the screen. Hey, today I'm going to talk about, yesterday I brought it up, but today I'm going to finish, let me fix it so you can see. Um, I'm going to finish the conversation. Well, Perla wants y'all to know that yesterday we talked about how mom was going to tell I know. Mom was going to tell everybody what kinds of things that you can get monetized on. What they call it is the YouTube Partner Program. We've talked about this before, but I was saying, like, do you feel better about that, Perla? I was saying I had more details, but yesterday I was in the middle of taking y'all on my daily journey of like errands, so I didn't have a chance to tell you. So monetization, what is that? That is when you say like, I'm gonna make money on YouTube. Monetization, that's what that means. I mean, obviously there's like a more detailed way to tell you the definition, but you can probably look that up or just listen. Monetization is how you're going to make money on YouTube. The whole point of my particular channel is a grassroots look at how I can make money on YouTube. Like with Pearly, your breath's not that great. With uh that was very distracting. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, Perla. She said, "Get to it, woman." Okay. We have errands to go run, so we're gonna talk to y'all before I start driving. So, my whole point of my channel, I started 21 days ago. I started with 0 subscribers, 0 content, with the whole goal that I wanted to show how I can make money, how much money, when, how long does it take, all the questions that I've been thinking about for so long and not really finding any true answers. Like, okay, yeah, so if you look this up and that maybe is how you found me, you probably found a few people that had smaller channels that had grown a little bit, and then they showed like, oh, today I made $60 and I just started monetizing, things like that. So that's encouraging. Also, uh, the idea of like, can I do it? I don't know. Well, I figured I'd just be the one. I mean, I don't mind being the one to find out, like, how does it work? Is it possible? Are we going to get to eat? That's actually not really a joke. This is the first time in my entire life that I haven't been able to work. I've worked since the day I turned 16. I worked for 25 years in the telecom business. My boss blacklisted me, and here I am. So, 25 years is a long time to work somewhere, to be fired and told, like, you'll never work again. Like, it's from a movie. Anyhow, um, it took me a little bit of time to find myself after that. I think any of us across the world deserve to be treated better than that. So I'm here to help anybody that wants to know if they can do it. First off, yes, you can. You can do this. And secondly, to tell you that you are kind, loved, and supported every day, especially you, Perla. So that's our sweet dog, Perla. Okay, guys, I'm in my 50s. I need glasses sometimes. So, monetize. I looked this up on the YouTube Studio app, which I've told y'all it's an app, but it's also like it's also when you start to create content, it's the place where you're going to upload your videos. And then there's lots of like analytics, and you can see all sorts of things about your video, like how many times it's been viewed, how many times it's been viewed in like the first 24 hours, and it's got cool graphs and all sorts of stuff. So that I did not know when I started my journey. So my whole idea was I love there's some guy running towards me. I hope the pony's okay. We haven't made it over there this afternoon. Okay, he's just running. We have lots of runners and cyclists in our subdivision because it's weird. It's mostly like horse people with land. I have the smallest house with the smallest property, and but I mean literally the smallest. So if you go down our subdivision, it's not that big, but the people who live here, there's really no rentals, and there's one little spot of rentals, but rental houses, but everybody has like 30 acres and I have like, you know, like one. But it goes straight back, so there's still streets. Anyways, it's a very interesting place to live and I love it and I'm super thankful, and I'm hoping that YouTube can not only help me continue to provide for my family and our livestock and our animals, but to help us live and get to stay in my house. So I'm not going there today. I say that every time when I start to talk. I don't need to go there today. I wanted to talk about how we're going to make money on YouTube. Perla, how are we going to make money on YouTube? I swear, y'all, one day she's just going to start talking. Okay, so what YouTube says, they have, I remember I was talking about how you've got to know like what's allowed and what's not allowed. And if you've been paying attention to anything on YouTube, I mean, I doubt I'm the first person that you've ever listened to about this particular topic, but maybe you've heard them say like one of their videos got banned or got reported or something like that. I always wondered what it meant because one of the people that I like to listen to, every once in a while, she just busts out in a song and starts singing, and just it might just be a little like 7 words from some song, but I don't know. I have a big musical background, and before I was in the telecom industry for most of my adult life, I was a counselor for my community, and also I play the oboe, so, and the piano, and pretty much any instrument I've ever picked up. But so I like it when she busts out in song because I always try to figure out which song it is, and um, anyways, she'll comment later like one time when she busts out in song, like just she was feeling it when she was talking about something, and it was just, I thought it was just beautifully human. And I guess sometimes those moments get flagged by something in the YouTube community. I don't know if that's a human flag, if that's somebody reporting her, which would just be weird for like a song that's from the 40s or something. It's just weird. But anyway, so those are the things that made me think about when I was talking about monetizing, because I had watched every day, I watch content about my content, so I can bring you summarized information on maybe some stuff that you hadn't thought about, or just things that I thought about. So monetization, like, are there rules? What are the rules? Because my whole thing yesterday was talking about how you need to really feel it. Like if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Like imagine if you just took a Mr. Beast video and just uploaded or downloaded it and then uploaded it as your own, and just even put the same title, but then just said like it was by, and then you named your name something like him. Like that should feel bad to you. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be your counselor. But for most of us, it should feel bad to you or feel wrong or I don't know. In that case, don't do it. It's just that easy. So I wanted to read to you how YouTube's verbiage, how their words, how their rules per se read on their website when it's explaining to you about monetizing, about making money. So it says, what is allowed to monetize? And I'm not going to read this out loud, like word for word. I'm going to summarize, okay? Just be a couple minutes. But it says, YouTube wants to reward creators, so that would be you, for original and authentic content that adds values to your viewers. So what it's saying is that it's not saying you have to get on here and speak like I do and come up with something new and creative, but it is saying that yesterday I was saying, think about ways like your favorite teacher. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Your favorite teacher, what did they do? Like, what was your favorite teacher? Why did you like them? Did they bring something funny every day? Were they just really good at explaining what could have been a boring subject? Or, think about how it pertains to you, and that'll help you figure out what you want your journey to look like. And the point when you think about how YouTube would want to give you money is, and that sounds so weird to give you money, but you're sharing in the journey with your viewers and with YouTube, because they're going to end up putting ads on your videos. And by the way, you can adjust where the ads go. I'm not there yet, but I do know that already. So, and then they're saying, like, bring content that's helpful to your viewers, and they're saying that has to be like a new version of content. So I'm gonna give you some examples of what they're talking about. What they're saying is, they're gonna reward you for original and authentic content, right? So something you can even think about it like transforming content in some way of like putting a funny or a thoughtful spin on it, and that your viewers, or anyone that views, not your viewers, but anyone that's viewing your videos, has to be able to tell that there is a meaningful difference between the original video and your video. So Perla looks sad. Perla, what's the matter? Sometimes she just busts out in a smile too. I think she's mad because the window's up, but it's cold out there. So what they're saying is that everybody has to be able to tell that there is a difference between the original video and your video, or the original. If you took somebody else's content, like we were talking about Mr. Beast, right? Let's say you took one of his videos and you were like, okay, well, I know I can't really upload the whole thing, call it what he called it, but maybe I just wanted to say, like, how do you do that? And so you have to remember that what you end up with has to have a difference between the original one and like yours. They even, like, let's say a kid that's in first grade has to be able to watch both and know that they're different, right? Perla has to know that they're different. I gotta turn the car on, Purper. Okay, so here's some exact examples. This is what's allowed, but it's not limited to. So what that means is, this is some of the things. This is some of the these are some of the examples that they monetize on currently, and the things that they are that are allowed in their rules. And then afterwards I'll read you what's not allowed. So using clips for a critical review. So you know how you'll see like somebody is looking at like a news article or a sports thing or goofy stuff or whatever, and then you can see like their head over here talking about what happened. That would be something like that. This one, then it says a scene from a movie where I didn't know this, I haven't seen any of these, but it says where you've rewritten the dialogue and changed a voiceover. What? By the way, my name is Heather, and there is a movie called Heathers. Trigger warning, because there's some creepy stuff in there, but it's from like 1842, which really just means it's from the 90s. But it's that would be funny to do a voiceover. Anyhow, every single thing that I ever say on any of my videos, including this one in all of its entirety, is completely my opinion. It is 100% my it's my take on things that I've read and the way that I understand things. I could be wrong. I have been wrong. I have teenagers. They have let me know plenty of times when I'm wrong. I have friends. I have family. I am not some solo lady out in the country with a dog that doesn't really talk to her, but she thinks it does. No, I worked in telecom for almost 25 years. My entire job every single day was to talk. That does not mean that I'm an expert by any means, but what it does mean is that I have the ability to think and to speak, and I am also occasionally wrong when I misunderstand things, and that is 100% possible. So if you take something that I say as Bible or whatever they call it these days, please do your due diligence and don't say Heather told me, because Heather might have told you and Heather could have been wrong. So this is your business. Treat it like your business. Wake up in the mornings. Go do your regular job. Think about what you're going to talk about on your video. Come up with your title before you do your video. Hit go and just record and upload and don't edit the video. Just know that you're going to do this. You can do this. I'm doing it for 90 days. You can do it for 90 days. We're going to make some money and we're going to get there. Today is only day 21 for me. I am not monetized yet, but I'm about to tell you how you can get monetized in different ways. So bring meaningful content to people, give them courage, hope, let them know that they can do it. Even you don't even have to say it, just do it, and then other people will be like, well, she can do it, I can do it. Loads of people have thought that by just hanging out with me. They've been like, well, if Heather can do X, Y, or Z, I know I can. I don't care. Do that. That's great. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I think the more happy people on the planet, the more happy the planet is. Okay, replays of sports events where you explain the moves a competitor did to succeed. I'm not sure why I'm just not even going to go there. I just think that's a really weird example. I did not write that. I pulled this. I don't actually know where I pulled this off of, y'all. I copied and pasted it and sent it to the printer. I think it came off of the YouTube T's and C's. I think it came off of YouTube's rules. All right, so this is an example of what things that they are saying. These are examples of things that we monetize, including but not limited to. Reaction videos where you comment on the original video, you know, the thing right here, or just the background, or however you want to do it. Everybody's got different stuff they're really good at. Edited footage from other creators where you add a storyline and comment. Y'all, I'm not real sure about that one. That's taken a whole lot of like thinking. Edits to remix content on shorts. To me, I see those all the time because I really like husky videos and baby videos and cat. I don't know. I'm slow. I'm just now there. So I get it. Content that primarily features the uploading creator in the video. I have a feeling that could be me right now, this particular one. Reuse content from other online sources where you or me is visible in the content or explains how the person created that content. So that's a whole lot of like words, but I think what it just means is that it doesn't have to be stuff from YouTube. It can be from somewhere else where you're like in the video or you're explaining it. You gotta just remember that this is my whole thing. And this is my opinion, but when you are repeating or repurposing or something from someone else, something that's not really yours, over 50% needs to be yours. So, you know, if you talk if it's 15, or let's say it's a 10-minute video, if you talk over it for 5 whole minutes or 5 minutes and 1 second, whatever, that's over 50%. In my mind, that would be kind of like a rule of thumb, is that if, you know, and if you really want to be specific, I think sometimes they say when you alter things, it needs to be 80% altered, you know, so 15. Anyways, I don't know. Just look that up. I'm sure the Googs will help you. That would be my word for Google. And okay, so content that features the upload reused. Okay, edited footage with audio and visual effects on top of the video's reused content. So we've kind of talked that to the end of the earth. Content that demonstrates substantive editing and shows it's unique to your channel. So then it would be like, okay, this goes along with my niche or my theme or my, you know, my whatever you want. Wow, somebody got a new Tesla. I hadn't seen that here. Okay, so now content that violates. Oh, I'm just sitting here on the side of the road. I'm not. I'm in front of my house, about to leave. I just jumped in the car and always think about you guys and wanting to make sure that you get to come with me. But today I'm reading, so we're not driving. Content that violates the monetization guidelines is taking someone else's content, making just a lit. I crush your head. Perla, I can't do it. Making minimal changes and calling it your original work is a violation of this guideline. If we cannot tell the content is yours, it may be subject to our, and oh, here's what they call it, reused content policy. This policy applies even if you have permission from the original creator. So that would be like somebody you made friends with or someone you reached out to reuse a video. I'm guessing this applies to artists, you know, musicians and whatnot. But it's saying even if you have permission, YouTube's not going to monetize you unless they can totally tell that it has been changed, added to create something new. So this still goes along with everything I said, but it's just called reused content. And by the way, you need to know, and you'll have to look this up or else I'll go over it another day, but reused content guidelines is separate from copyright. So it's still similar. It's just like, you know, pay attention to what you're doing. Don't, I said in the very beginning and like 18 times, I don't care if y'all steal my title idea, my entire transcript. You can just like copy, paste, but remember I was saying, like, I don't think you want to be telling somebody that you're possibly dying of cancer, because I've said that multiple times. It would be weird for you to just repeat what I'm saying if you're not. But, you know, or if you don't have a pony, that would just be weird if you didn't say, like, my neighbor's pony or something. Just think about it. Think about, do you have anyone that you've ever met that's like 7 or 8? You know, like your neighbor's kid, your cousin's kid, your sister's kid, your kid. Think about trying to explain your video to that person, and maybe that will help you understand if it's right. And if you still aren't sure, go to that person that's 8 years old. Not Pearly, because she doesn't talk. I crush your head. I have been reading too long today. Go ask that 8-year-old what they think. Show it to them. Ask them. Or tell them what you're doing and ask them what they think. And they will. If you don't get a response in 1 minute, you're not getting one. But if you get a response like, what is that? Who is that? What are you? Who are you? It'll help you. Okay, so copyright's different. Today we're only talking about how to make money. So monetization guidelines is what we're talking about. And that the guidelines means that you need to pay attention if you're reusing someone else's content, that even with their permission, I rewrote this, even with their permission, YouTube and or your viewers have to be able to tell this new video or this content of yours is yours. So I hope that helps everybody. They had a few other things that are not allowed to monetize, and this list, they said, is not exhaustive. So what this means is here's a few other things that they will not pay you for. And what it is, what they wrote, there's like just 7. Clips of moments from your favorite show without any extra like talking, where you don't speak really that much. Short videos you put together from other social media websites. Collections of songs from artists, even if you have permission. So that sounds like a playlist maybe of singer-songwriters. Content uploaded many times by other creators. So don't think you can just dive in and it's going to work just because other people did it. Try to do it the right way, because you'll really like where you end up if you do it the right way. Promotion of other people's content, even if you have permission. I had to think about that for a minute. But I think what that really means is like, really, if you're taking like, hey, this is Mr. Beast video, it's rad or something. And even if you had permission, it's like, in my mind, I think what they meant was like, they're already paying him, they're not going to pay you too. And they're not going to pay 1,000 of people that are just uploading someone else's content with or without permission. And then content that comes from somewhere else besides YouTube that you're uploading without major changes in it. So if it's like, oh, I love this video from wherever, I don't know what's happening here, and then you don't do anything to it, like, Lord knows I want the easy button there is, but don't do that. I just think that that's, I mean, do whatever you want, but I'm just telling you what I read. That's all. And the last one is content that gets views from mostly nonverbal reactions to your videos without added voice commentary. Excuse me. I think what that means to me, that means so it would be the videos with the face or whatever where you're just making faces, or even like a hand or something where there's not any like verbal overlay. Or, and y'all, I feel like I'm doing this one not very much justice on that last piece, but basically it's like make some content like I've been telling y'all for 21 days. Just hit record, don't edit it. There's a lot to be said about making sure that your videos are longer than 10 minutes. I have not done that every day. Some days I've done 10 minutes. I try to do 20 minutes a day. And then there's also a lot of extra things to talk about, and I think we should talk about search engine optimization tomorrow. If y'all ever see SEO and you don't know what it means search engine optimization. And what that means is that your video has your words, and whenever you're uploading it, you're not just uploading it like back in the day or on any other platform, I guess, where you're uploading a video. Remember, like the really big ones, or if you're downloading like a movie and Netflix, and it takes a long time. So when you're uploading in the YouTube Studio app, it's not, it may, in the beginning, my first like 3 or 4 videos, I was like, dang, why does it take 2.5 hours, for a 22-minute video? Well, for some reason, it doesn't take as long now. But I think part of it was, this is my opinion, okay? But I think what's happening from what I've read, and it didn't say this exactly, but what's happening is it's not just uploading, and it's not just the speeds of your phone and the speeds of the servers at YouTube or whatever. I think what's happening too is that that your transcript is your words are being put, your verbal words and anything in your video is being put into a written Word document. So it's being put into what would be considered a transcript, and then that transcript is being bumped up. And again, this is my opinion. It's being bumped up against like we just went over some of the rules on monetization, and you have to remember, like, okay, well, I'm not there yet for monetization, but all of my videos have to, I'm guessing if you thought about like, okay, does this video get a 0, 1, 2, 3 all the way to 100? Like, does it get so many points for the algorithm? Or I don't really like the way I just worded that. But anyways, I think your transcript is getting bumped up to the what's okay and what's not okay to upload to YouTube's platform. So that's my thought. And by them, and that's why it takes a little bit longer than what you would think. So whenever you go to upload it, you title. So hopefully, and this I've learned as I've gone along, but you hopefully came up with your title you before you even started recording. Like today, I knew I was going to talk about monetization, right? And then when you go to upload it, there's a few things that you can, and again, I have an Android, so I think that the iPhone experience is a little different, but there's some selections when you go to upload it, like, is this for kids? No. Do you have a promotionally paid objects? I forget how it's worded, but the answer is no. And then, so you have your title, and then if you've ever looked at anyone else's video, the title is like 150 characters or less. And then the description, I usually just copy the title, and in the description, I'll paste the same titled information, and you can go back and change that later. And then kids, no. Promotion, no. There's something about, did AI create a portion or all of this video? No. And then you can go to upload it, and then if you want, while it's uploading, you can hit the 3 dots on the right hand side and hit edit, and you can change your thumbnail, which is the photo that everybody sees and decides whether or not they're going to click on it. Or YouTube gives you like 3 different choices. So I guess it's maybe what it looks like is a few stills for us that are my age, or like a few screenshots of the video, like that aren't horrible, your eyes aren't like shut. Anyways, that one's kind of an if, but you can edit that. And then whenever I'm talking about after you're already uploading, I'm not sure why you can't do it in the beginning, but at least my experience is if you hit edit after it's already uploading, um, when you scroll all the way down, like you're looking, okay, I said it's for public. Oh yeah, it's for public viewing. It's not for kids. And I think in the beginning I was a little concerned about that. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean I can't cuss? Because sometimes one comes out. I have to remember I'm in my 50s, and I mean, I was just trying my best. But I think what is it for kids is like, is this like is this like a Sesame Street video replica, I think it's more like, is it geared towards kids? But from what I understand, if your answer is yes on that, you need to read up on the monetization part. So that's off topic for a second. But if you scroll all the way down while it's uploading or after, there's an additional option that says tags. Now, tags are, we talked about hashtags, I want to say like day 3, but hashtag is the pound sign from the old school phones. It's the pound sign, and then you can just type in YouTube, and it will automatically show how many other videos in the YouTube app there are currently that are geared towards the name or the word YouTube. This one is one. How to make money on YouTube is geared towards YouTube. Goofy videos that people post on YouTube. Post is not the right word. That would be one. I usually put pound pony because a lot of days I'll show our pony. These words are SEO. This is how you optimize. This is how you take your video and make it make more sense to viewers when they're searching things in YouTube. So I feel like I explained that pretty good. I'm gonna rewatch. I always rewatch this. So I get my phone, I video you guys. I already have my idea of what I want to talk about. I video it, then I watch it and that's it. I don't edit it. And I usually know in the first minute if it's just horrific and I need to just try again. Um, I think Perla fell asleep to the sound of my voice. Uh, anyways, and then I re-listen to it. That way I can take notes on if I thought maybe I didn't finish a thought, which is another problem. I don't know if it's age related or if it's a Heather issue or what, but I'll forget to finish a thought. And I'm okay with that. I'm like fully integrated in my knowing of myself. So anyhow, I think that's it. Once, and that way I can go back. See, I just forgot what I was getting at. Jesus, Heather. Oh, my thought was to tell y'all, just upload it. And if you're like, well, did I say this? Did I do this? I feel dumb. I'm not sure, whatever. Just do it. Just do it. And know, if you hate all of it, you can just delete it later. I do it for editing purposes in my head. Like, is that something I should clarify tomorrow? Like, I don't know. So the thought was, I've seen a lot of people talking about SEO, and it's kind of like how I don't really know what a bot is, but I also don't really care because we all get affected by things, and we all hear buzzwords and this and that. But SEO is pretty important when you're a new creator, because you want your information that you're going over, like you want your content to be something that people are searching for, right? You don't want it to be so weird that the 1,000 people on earth that are interested in it are the only ones that would watch it, and then they don't even know how to find you. So I'm still researching on how your title, your specific title, works with SEO versus your hashtags, which are specifically geared towards SEO. So when you see someone's video and you look in the description and it says, pound I love life, whatever, or hashtag, however you want to say it, hashtag YouTube, hashtag subscribe, hashtag life, hashtag like. You're like, okay. Well, what that's doing is that's helping the YouTube algorithm. Did y'all see how I just made that one word, YouTube? Yesterday, 2 days ago, it was YouTube. That helps the YouTube algorithm know where to push your video. So I am a new content subscriber, and I'm not expecting to have 100,000 views on every video. I just have a hope. But I hear that people say that it happens, and I would really like to know a little bit more on how does it work, so that when and if that does happen, I can totally share with y'all. So then we'll all know. But anyway, so you might see some adjustments on my channel and the way that I handle the data that I'm putting out there, because I'm learning, and as I learn, I'll tell you. So as of today, I have I think I have 12 subscribers. So it's day 21. I have 12 subscribers. I have over 700 views. I have over 21 hours of watch time. You need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of watch time, and my numbers are nowhere near that, but I am not afraid of my numbers. My numbers still, as I say every day, I never thought more than 10 people in the whole world would even watch one of my videos. So every single day when I wake up in the morning, I get my coffee, I open up the YouTube Studio app on my phone, and I get teary-eyed, and I'm not a crier. So I just wanted to thank, from the bottom of my heart, thank everybody that has watched me thus far. And Perla, come here. Perla, come here. Come here. Perla wants you to know. Perla, let's tell them. Okay, we're going to close, and I'll bring some more information tomorrow. We'll just go over like copywriting maybe. She looks sad because she wants to go for a ride so bad. So if this is the first time you heard my voice, I just want you to know that you are kind, you are loved, and you are supported. And if that rings true, or if it doesn't, come back tomorrow. I'll tell you every day. Subscribe to my channel, like the videos, comment on the videos. We've talked about this specifically on day 19. I think we talked about engagement on someone's channel is one of the best ways for the algorithm to push it out to more people. So I'm not saying that correctly, but I think everybody understands what I mean. So but if you don't, I'm never going to yell at you or be mad. I've actually seen that. That's always interesting to me. So what I was thinking is I would just teach people what I do, and then if you want to do what I do, I don't know, maybe it would just make everything work a little better. But when I go on to somebody's video, if I like it, you know how you hit like, I completely changed the way I think about it. I have started instantly subscribing if I like their content, because I figure we're just dating. I can always unsubscribe. It's not like we're getting married. And then I always like a video if I stay on it more than like 10 seconds. I like it instantly. And the reason I do that is because I'm not saying, hey, I like your video, like if it was my neighbor. But what I'm saying to me, Heather, is like, you've already watched this. You don't have to go and look through all of your history to figure it out, because some of the content kind of overlaps a little bit, and we all want fresh and new so we can keep learning, right? So I like everything that I watch more than like 8 or 10 seconds gets a like. And the same thing usually goes for I stumble, I figure out, I just go right into their channel and I hit subscribe. And it also makes it easier so I can see their regular content when they have updates. Um, and then I'll just check their video, see if I have liked it yet, and just to double check, okay, I haven't seen this, new information, fresh and new day, and on and on. That's how I do my learning. So, Perla wants to go for a ride. I need to go pick up some stuff for dinner. I just wanted to tell everyone thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.